it's Krista and welcome to my channel. Today is Mixed Media Frenzy and this hop is our hop for the month that we let all of our mixed media fans and friends join in on the hop. So I am going to have all their links down below, so make sure you check them all out. I decided to, this hop is for what are you thankful for? And what I'm thankful for is for, of course, my kids and my health and everything, but mainly for my husband, because if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have made it through my illness and things that have gone on in my life. So he is my rock. So I am very thankful for him. So that is what my layout will be about. So what I did is I went in my Hip Kit Club kits, pulled out some of my scraps, and decided to use those to make my layout. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some Vicki Boutin foundation paper, and I'm going to gesso it with some clear gesso. Now I use the clear gesso because what it does is it works as a sealant on your paper for any mixed media or any type of watercoloring or anything you're going to use on it. And I'm going to use this bloom spray. Now these bloom sprays are very vibrant. They are by Prima, and this one is berry wine. So it goes perfect with the one paper that I'm going to be using. Now don't worry, I know this looks like a hot mess, but you'll see it'll all smooth out in a minute. Now this is the magic of the gesso. So you see how I use the packaging technique just to get the paint on there, the watercolor. Well, now you see I sprayed water on here and it got activated again. And now it's just going to kind of pull on top of the page instead of seeping through and just staying in one spot. So now I could kind of move it around with my paintbrush. I could tip my paper if I wanted to, but I was kind of going for that type of look, going down in like a V. And I'm going to be using this paper that I have here. Some of these papers are Simple Story and some of them are Pink Fresh, I believe. And I love this deep wine color paper. I don't know, I love this color. So I'm going to, I ripped two of the papers, as you saw, this one with the hearts, and I ripped the, that deep red or burgundy color, if you want to call it, paper as well. And I'm really going to rough up the edges because I want it to be really distressed so that I can roll them up a little bit. And then I distress them with my Distress Oxide as well. I use aged mahogany. And now I just tape them together with my little tape gun. And now what I'm going to do is bring that paper back in that I did my watercolor on, my spray on. And I'm just going to tape this whole piece down now. And that's how it's going to go. But there's going to be a lot more added to it. So stay tuned here. I fussy cut out those white and black florals that you saw from a floral paper that came in one of my collections as well. And I'm just going to distress the edges with the aged mahogany Distress Oxide. And I'm using my little distress tool, and I do rub a little bit on top of them as well, because I didn't want them to be stark white. I wanted a little bit of that hint of that berry wine color coming through. And this aged mahogany is very close to that color. So that's what I did. So not only did I distress the edges of the flowers, I also just rubbed a tiny bit, very lightly on the top of each one of the flowers that I fussy cut out. So now I'm going to do these ones that will go on the other side. And it's just going to kind of go down in like a V type of layout. My picture is going to go there in the middle of me and my husband. We were actually out on a date night. It was actually our honeymoon, and we went out our honeymoon. Oh my gosh. I meant our anniversary. We've been married for 25 years. So, yeah. So that was just this past August, and we were out on a date for our honeymoon. So that is the picture we took in the car, a little selfie. We finally got away without our kids, which is amazing because we have 6 of them. So yeah, it was lots of fun. So now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of like clustering my little flowers to see where I want them and how I want them to be clustered. I did take off the leaves on some of them because I wanted the leaves to be kind of underneath and I didn't want them to hide. I wanted them to stick out a little bit. So now I have these beautiful Prima flowers that I have been hanging on to for like ever that go really beautifully with the colors of these papers. So in this berry wine color. So I decided that I was going to use a few of them. So I thought I was going to use 3, but then I ended up taking 2 out and I ended up just using 2. And now what I'm doing is I'm popping up my photo first with some craft foam and then gluing it down. And then you're going to see me come in and with the flowers, I'm going to pop them up on some craft foam as well. And I'm just trying to figure out, I kept playing with these flowers so much, but I finally get them where I want them. So, and they do look good. So it turns out all well. So now what I'm doing is I'm just putting some craft foam on them and glue, and I'm going to start just taping them down and getting them all nice and popped up and looking pretty. And then you'll see me come in and I will glue down the the floral pieces that I also have. Now while I am doing this, I do want to remind you all not to forget to check out the other ladies who are in Mixed Media Frenzy, and I also will have the links down below for the hop as well, because this is a hop. We do it at the end of the month, every month in our group, in our Mixed Media group. If you would like to join in, all you have to do is join our Facebook group. I will have that link down below as well. And you can join in any month that you want. It doesn't have to be every month. It could be whatever month or whatever hop you think interests you. And we're just trying to come up with ideas for every month. And the last Friday of the month, we will have the hop and you guys can join in, or you could just play along, whatever you'd like. But I will have the Facebook group also linked down below. So now what I'm doing is, you know how you get these clear stickers? Well, I decided to do something with them differently. A lot of times people will put them on white cardstock to kind of back them because they want to keep the color. I decided to put them right on top of the color watercolor that I put down on my paper. So I thought that would be perfect because then the color would come through and it would look super pretty, and it ends up looking really nice, and I love the way it turned out. So what I did is I just took a couple of the flowers and I ended up taking some off and putting them back on because I kept playing with this until I got it just right, just the way I wanted it. So I did use a lot of the leaves in the clear leaf stickers that were in my I got this sheet out of the Magnolia collection by Heidi Swap. So there were a lot of white and black elements in there. So I decided to use a lot of the leaves, and I only used a couple of the flowers, and they were tiny flowers that I used. And I used 2 bigger flowers on the sides. But yeah, it is the Magnolia collection. I just saw it. So I'm just going to stick them down on top of my mixed media there, my watercolor, and I'm just going to keep bringing them down, and I love the way this looks. So I'm thinking about doing more layouts like this because it looked really cool. Because most of the times I'll take the clear stickers and I'll just like put them on white cardstock and then fussy cut them out. But I like this way. I think it looks really cool. So yeah, so now I'm just going to put in some flowers on the bottom that you'll see here that have a couple little little leaves attached to them as well. And there you go. There it all is. And I love the way that looks. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my fiber tack glue and I'm going to glue down my flowers. And these are so pretty. I love Prima flowers. They are absolutely gorgeous. Now these I happen to get with the orange sticker sale at Hobby Lobby. So I was very lucky, and I've been hanging on to a lot of my flowers, and I'm going to have to start using more of them because now I have a lot of them. So these just happen to be in my stash, and they went perfectly with this color. So I really liked it. Now I did add those white and black butterflies and my title, which says together. That was a chipboard piece. These are all in my Hip Kit Club kits. These are your close-ups. Sorry that that part got cut out by accident, and I do apologize for that. Somehow it got deleted, so I apologize. But you did see it, so that's all that matters. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you. Just hit that red subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And those little tiny butterflies, those are also from Prima. So there you go, guys. And I want to thank you guys for watching. And remember, stay crafty. Bye.